Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. How's everybody doing on this awesome day? And it's even more awesome because we have these. Let me finish setting up the computer and we will get started. Almost there. Stupid ads. Alrighty. Computer's fired up. Let's see if we can get angled in better here. Alright everybody, how's it going? So you're probably wondering what we got going on for today. So this one came out of that new LST that I just picked up, and this one has been sitting in a baggie for well over a year, waiting to find a home. Now I have a home for it. So, like I said, it's been over a year. I'm gonna pull the head off and maybe the back plate off just to make sure that this is one that I rebuilt. It's clean inside, ready to go. And I don't remember if it was a new one, like a new piston and sleeve that needs to be broken, or one that the guy ran a couple times and still needs to be broken in. So I need to make sure I understand all that before I just throw it in a truck. So we'll do that one first because it should be a lot quicker. This one's going to be a complete teardown and see what kind of shape that it's in. So we'll set this one aside and maybe zoom out a little bit. All right, let's see. We got WBO in the house. What's up, brother? Next Level RC. How you doing, my friend? Johnny, was that RL1? Maybe. I don't think I've seen you in here before, so welcome. Appreciate you coming to hang out. Hell yeah, bunch of fist bumps going on in the chat. I like it. Let me get some tools here. We're gonna need that. I think we're gonna need that. Probably gonna need that. And we're gonna need that. Alrighty. Let's see here. Lee Harris in the house. What's up? Hope everybody's doing good. And just so everybody knows, I did finally get to run that aftershock this weekend. First time running a LST monster truck. I thought it was pretty good. It's a little bit different than the Savage, of course. I didn't do anything major with it. Just the same kind of like that small hill jump that I've been doing in that park. So video to come on that pretty soon. I liked it. Pretty good truck. After tearing down that LST, I would rather tear down Savages and rebuild them. But we're waiting on a few parts, not because it was completely destroyed and not runnable, just trying to get some couple of matching pieces and the right screws in some places. So it'll be a little bit before we get it back together, but we are in the process. Alright, so now we shall begin. First of all, man, I'm pretty sure that I redid this one. One thing that worries me is tearing up this gasket, trying to pull this header off. I'm pretty sure it's brand new. Man, it's got such a good seal, I don't even want to take it off. I think we're going to leave that on there. Because if I'm going to tear it up, I'd rather tear it up after I've run it. Never seems to fail. It's like the exhaust gasket always wants to tear. I was going to take this off just to make it easier, but I'd rather not risk it. Especially since these purple exhaust gaskets aren't so common anymore. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this was one of those new ones. Got a little minor scratch there on top. Yeah, because I had a few of these engines. A couple of them were like brand new piston and sleeve, never fired. A couple of them were like fired up once or twice and put on the shelf. So I think we still need to do a break-in with this guy. I'm not saying these are the best engines out there, but these are one of my favorite. I love the look. I like the color, and the performance is just outstanding. Now, I'm not sure truly if we're going to run this or not. Thinking about it. Yeah, see, it's like pushes the sleeve out, and this thing comes out so easy. You can literally just grab it with the finger, and it brings the pin out as well. Now, as some of you may know, when these are broken in, they get a polish ring around, all the way around the sleeve. I don't really see a polish ring. But I think I'm going to treat this as an engine that basically it still need to be broke in. I mean, there's really not even any discoloration. It does smell like the afterrun oil that I'm using. So I'm pretty sure this was one that I tore down. Just done so many of them in the last couple of years. I don't remember what state it was in. Hate when they don't line up very well. There we go. Alright, so this one, basically we're going to do some idle tanks, some slow running tanks, and then we'll start getting a tune on it. Again, I don't even know that I really want to run this. Thinking about just making this engine on the truck that it's going in just more of a shelf queen. I do have some older versions of this, or I wouldn't say older, more used versions of this engine that I would rather run than this one. So this one's just going to sit in the truck. But I do want to take it out and fire it up. Maybe do some parking lot runs just to get it broken and ready to go. I don't really want to run it through a field and get it all nasty. Just looks so pretty. Alright. I mean, she's tight. She don't want to spin over, and I'm not going to force her. Get the ramp, says Rinks. What's up, King Nerd? How you doing? The purples were the best. Yes, they were, Johnny. Alright, let's see here. Bob's RC, what's up, brother? How you doing, Rinks? Welcome. Send it. All aspects, what's going on? Well, there's other engines in line before that one that will get sent before that one does. Now, I did get a little background story on this LST that I picked up, what was it, last weekend? Showed you guys last Monday and started tearing it down. The guy told me that basically in the last 15 years, he's ran it like 6 times. And as old and crusty as some of this grease and grime on the truck itself, the engine, I totally believe it. And that's what I thought. I don't know when exactly he took the exhaust gasket off of here, but there's no exhaust gasket on that. I don't know why, other than the fact that he must have needed it for something. And somebody pointed out last weekend they think this one is a Axial branded engine. Doesn't say much on it other than what you see on the head. I think it's a .28. Not 100% sure. I don't have any paperwork on it or any background. But we're going to strip this dirty bastard down, clean it up, and see if it's going to work. So it's hard to tell with like that exhaust on there, but you know, just doing the hold test. We hold the engine, let it roll over on its own weight. Seems like this guy it's slowly going over. So, not sure what kind of life we got left in that guy. I know you can still run them for some time, you know, depending on how loose the piston is or the sleeve is. Yeah, we're gonna find out. Not sure if this pull start works. I'll have a couple videos coming out here in the near future. One running the aftershock, runs great, fired up easy. And then I got the XL out, got it tuned in pretty good. I think that was what I was lacking in the previous couple of runs I was trying to do. The tune wasn't right. But it seems to be running pretty good now, so I'll get those videos out here pretty soon. Had a good time. All right. So this has a like a hold down capture ring, whatever you want to call this. So I'm not too worried about pulling the whole thing out. That seems to be like built in there. Like it doesn't just normally these slide out with the giant nut, but that's fine. We'll just get it wiped up. It seems to work. It's tight. If we get to the point where it breaks or I gotta tighten it up, then we'll pop that ring and we'll wind up the string a little bit tighter. Alright. Pretty sure I said hi all aspects, but just in case I'll say it again. What's up, brother? We got Awfully Guy in the house. How you doing, my guy? Let's see. LST Buyer's Guide. Just buy a nice one because a ratty one will cost you just as much or more in the end. Yes, if you could find them. But yes. Because I have an LST2, don't know if I'll run it due to that. You know, the aftershock ran pretty good. There was a couple times when I got on it and it seemed like something was slipping. So I don't know if it's got a one-way bearing in there that starts to slip or what. I haven't looked too much into it. But let's see. Hell yeah, all aspect says it's watching and wrenching. Got the setup station of all setup stations on the way. Nice. What's that buggy setup station that helps so much? Google is saying that's possibly a 32. Oh, nice. We shall find out. Does both 10th and 8th scale, also comes with a few size wheel adapters. Hell yeah. Axle 28 and 32 visually look the same. You have to measure the sleeves. Yeah, I'll measure it when we pull it out. How's the family addiction, bro? It's some bad weather back there. Yeah, I saw some footage of golf ball or baseball and softball size hail, and it was up around where I live. The wife said there was some nasty weather, but she did not report any huge hail where we live. So I think we escaped that one. I mean, we usually get hail at least once or twice a year, it seems, but not usually that big. Those are rare. But when they are that big, you do not want to get caught outside. But yeah, they seem to be fine. We've had a couple of scary situations over the years, but usually we're fortunate enough by the grace of God that it misses us. No, one year it touched down on the west side, turned north, and literally like within, I'd say, 10 minutes of my house, jumped back up. But the path that they showed, like afterwards, you could see like it was headed literally right for my house. And then it dropped back down in like the next town to the north. So probably another 20 minutes north. So about a 30-minute section. It jumped up off the ground and then came back down and like hit a smaller town and messed it up pretty good. But I watched an F5 roll by one year. It came by, it was about 4 or 5 blocks down the street from us. But that was a neat experience. Kind of creepy. It was weird because me and the wife, we weren't married yet, and she was working and called me up and said, you know, it's headed right for me. And, you know, it's kind of skipped by where she was at. All of a sudden the phone goes dead, so she's freaking out, not knowing what the hell's going on. And I think they let her leave work early and so she could come home. But, yeah, tornadoes are crazy. Let's see. I have a 32 actually if you need a measurement. You can measure it if you want. Then when I pull this apart, I'll definitely check it. Yeah, them tornadoes are some scary shit for sure, brother. We got a pound of softball size. Sounded like a shotgun on the hood of my 71 Chevy. Damn, that sucks. If I can find a set of gears for LST, I'll bash it hard. If not. 20 years ago, one went right through downtown Iowa City. Iowa City. So my sister lives over on the east side of Iowa. I feel like I went through Iowa City. But anyways, best part about Iowa, we're going to say is Des Moines, because that's where Slipknot's from. All right. I'd say over the years, I mean, I'm 46. I'd say over the years, I've dealt with at least a dozen tornadoes in the area. A lot of times they'll go like north of the city and just hit farmland. A couple times I've gone through the city. A couple times I've been in other towns. But yeah, all through the Midwest, tornadoes are just ridiculous. I've never seen one with that big of a cutout. Ain't gotta worry about chipping your skirt with that guy. Man, this thing is just nasty. Like I'm not dissing on anything. This guy played hard and, and just pointed it out. Man, this thing is nasty. Nice one-way bearing. We'll see what kind of shape it's in. I mean, hell, the fact this thing's nice and loose, not all gummed up. Nothing wrong with that at all. But if this engine isn't in good enough shape, we've got some choices. Just off in a tornado alley. Iowa City is east. Yeah, I think we went through Iowa City going to see my sister. She's over there on the Mississippi. Pretty cool little town over there. Yeah, I'd say that's a 32. We don't need no stinking measurement. Man. And they live out in the basically like just mountainous dirt and sand rock area. So yeah, this thing's kind of covered in sand. Or their version of sand anyways. Yeah, most of the grime that I've cleaned off of this truck had to scrub off. It's like it's just stuck on there. Okay, I was hoping maybe it would just come out. But no. Not gonna do it. Don't be a 25. Don't be a 25. I gotta get the channel ups. If you don't know what I mean by don't be a 25, it's them things do not like to come out. Period. Come on, pop out. Oh yeah. She moved. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about 25s. They do not like to come out at all. Just trying something here. Ooh, it caught. Let's see if that's gonna work. I've never done that before, but it worked. So we got it started and there was still a little bit of a gap in there, so instead of going through the exhaust, I stuck the rag down inside and made sure there's some cloth back in there, and it actually worked. Oh my God. That thing's got a lot of ports in there. Hey. That'll be a pain in the butt. Carlo, what's up, my brother? How you doing? $19.4. Yeah, WBL, if he's got something, you know, that you need, he's a pretty generous guy. Kind of new to the scene from what we've seen out here anyways. Unless I just didn't see him before. But very helpful. So go check out WBL 19.2. Alright, let's see here. Oh, they do suck. Yes. I love the 25s. I think they're cool looking engines. Got a lot of power for what they are. Man, once you got to take them apart, they are a pain. Next Level says, I've got a box full of dead 25s. I got some 25s, I don't know if they're dead or not because I can't get the damn piston and sleeve out. And like the crank is all rusted up in there because people leave them sitting with water and whatever. So I don't know if they're good or not. I can't get them out. And I've still got like 6 of them over there that I need to take apart. Just picked up 15 bucks globe clothes for 10 Australian dollars a piece. Nice. Gonna run them on my Pico made Vox Auto 21 pan car engine. Hell yeah. Have a stuck 25 paperweight been laying in the basement for years. Yeah, I got one it's gonna get there eventually. Pretty much paperweight. Yes, sir, Carlo, doing great. I'm glad that you're doing great yourself, brother. WBL says just got back into it. Hell yeah. Well, welcome back. I took like a 4-year layoff, and then I had a few cars, and then I got back into it. What about 2.5, maybe 3 years now? Yeah, I think it was 2.5 years ago. It was like February of 24, something like that. But yeah, now I have like a ridiculous amount of Savages. I came back with a vengeance. Yes, sir, Offna. I got 3 with toss rods. Same here, on and off for years. Yeah, I'd rather be more on than off. I hate missing out. But we do what we can. I think what I'm going to have to do is spray some WD-40 down in there. Push it back down in. don't go crazy. Alright, so now it's all the way around. Oh my God. We want to push it back down in there. John Bishop, what's going on, brother? What you saying to me, bro? I'll work on them, brother. I know you're busy. I kind of like working on engines. I know you do. Yeah, I got one definitely. After all these 6, like I want to see if I can get them because I don't like to lose. So I'm gonna try and kick their ass instead of getting my ass kicked. But the ones I can't get, I will definitely send them to you, brother. Come on, zip tie. Ooh, it worked again, and even further. Nice, WD-40 worked. That thing was stuck like Chuck till I put some WD on it. Now, I don't polish these up like some people do. I just try to clean them up as best I can. And look at those ports. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6 port with 2 boosters, so a 6.2. And then the exhaust. Just hoping it's got some life left in it. Seemed pretty loose, but I know some people that can pinch. Using good fuel and good running temps. It's not black, it's just golden. A golden color. Pretty dry though. Sit there and dry it out for a while, it seems. Alright, what do we got left in here? We got nada. I mean, it may run, but we're not going to get any crazy amount of power out of it, that's for sure. So this one here, I'm going to have to send in for a pinch, which is okay. Like I said, I got some other engines that'll do the trick. When we go to rebuild the truck and put the engine in, I'll show you guys then what we're going to use. Sometimes this works easy and sometimes it don't. That time it did. She's stuck. JW, what's up, my brother? Come on, get out of there. Oh, yeah. Now she's free. Blech. I mean, this thing is just covered in shit. My other truck's probably like this because I just ran it out there. Let's see what all I'm missing here in the comments section. Nitrogen me, brother. Oh, I already did. Need to buy a Savage. Rinks, you got some Savages. You don't need any more. I've collected 1, 2, 3. I've collected 5 Savages, an Aftershock, and an LST since I've been out here. But no, you don't need more Savages. I need them. You need to buy a Carnage. How loose is your goose? That's pretty freaking loose, brother. It will run till it's warm. Exactly. I ain't gonna mess with it. Lawless, what's going on? I don't know if I've seen you here before. Welcome to the show, brother. Hope you're enjoying. Anybody new that's enjoying, drop us a like, drop us a sub. We got your back. Carlos got to poop. You always have to poop during lives. That poor axle I had was destroyed by the previous owner. Hacked them out. Here's all of the cards around Canada. Alright, let's see. See if we can pop this loose without too many problems. Only if we put these bad boys on it. That bearing's shot. There's the inner ring. Or the inner seal or whatever. Ooh, nice. Got some aluminum clutch shoes on here. Seem to have some life left in them, so I gotta take them off to take that nut out. Okay, fine. Like the ones where you can just pop the nut out and take the whole thing off. Okay. Okay. When I went to school for HVAC, had a teacher. Those might be composite. They look like aluminum. They feel composite. But one of my teachers, when I was in trade school, he talked just like that character from South Park. This is what we're gonna do today, okay? And he knew exactly why we were laughing. It's totally different than what I've ever seen in an engine setup. But that's okay. I don't remember if my engine puller's out here or... So I don't have that fancy tool that Jay was using on his live. Where is my engine puller? Found it. I think the only way this is going to work is if I take the mounts off. I like how Lucy likes to use the damn standard size Allens. A tray. This picture for electric user. Oh, did I get the picture of that? Yeah, I meant to answer you back, bro. I got busy today at work. Sorry. But yeah, that looks like a nice one. Big bowel movement. Oh. Back from the pooper. Alright, screws are out. So now I should be able to get this lined up properly. Oh, Huddy. Get it, Huddy. Yeah. That's nice and easy. That thing's got a really shallow collet. Oh, I didn't hold it up there right. There, maybe that's better. College had a teacher who wore these huge glasses and a lazy eye. The glasses made her eyeballs look 4 times bigger. Couldn't deal with it. Had to take the class again with a different teacher. Now we take our rubber handle and whack it. Whack it till it comes out. Front bearing feels good. Rear bearing feels mostly good. Feels a little dry, but I bet a little oil would help that. See, overall, not a bad. That almost even looks like an HPI. Almost. This is in the center when on here they're on the outer. Huh. They're close. Close but no cigar. So now that's ready to go to the sink, which I don't want to waste your guys' time going to the sink and cleaning. So what we're going to do is, you see what we have over here. We put everything in this bowl. Hopefully we don't lose the shim. And that one-way bearing is going to get soaked in some brake clean. Carburetor's nice and smooth. We'll clean it up real good, make sure there's no crud left in there. Just going to get a new one-way bearing. And on the outside, probably not bad. We'll keep that out because we're going to have to put that on the new engine. It's basically just a basic. Looks like it's set in that position for a while. Which is up towards the window. Just an assumption. We'll need these. one of these. Hopefully that pull start fits the engine I'm thinking of, or a roto start one. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move everything, get a fresh paper towel, lay over the dirt. All right, I'll be right back. Alrighty. As long as it don't smell like a goat. Often a guy whipping out the emojis. Alright. So here's this beautiful specimen of a 28. Anybody that's been watching my videos for a while, you know that these are torque monsters. I know there's other videos out there with them. But if you guys don't remember the quarter-mile wheelies with the Savage, go check out my lives. Had the purple and gray El Camino torque monster. I think it'll, I mean, it should fit. Alright, so the pieces that we're going to put on here, we need to clean. Come with RC10 pipe and we'll shred flow, call it all day. Good engine. Yeah, this is my fourth one of these. I have one on a Savage and the other two are still brand new in the box. Just gonna hang on to them till I need them. This guy here is used, and we're gonna make it rip. This LST's not gonna know what hit it. Well, the problem is this pull start is not gonna fit where I want to pull starts. Alright, one sec. I'll dig through my boxes here. Wonder if we can get a roto start on it. I think those are the same. In case you guys wanted to see my spare Savage parts box. Oh yeah. Now the question is, does it fit on this shaft properly? Oh yeah, that thing's tight. Willie King right there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much those LSTs wheelie. That aftershock with the 454 in it wasn't much for wheeling the other day. So we'll see what this will do. But Savage can't keep the front end on the ground with this. This is a bad mamma jamma right here. Probably gonna need. I don't think these screws are long enough. Nope. Neither are those. So now I need to dig out some screws. Best part about buying a bunch of Savages that aren't complete runners is you get spare parts galore. Let's see. May not have the right size bolts. Apparently I've been using up all these bolts on other things. Just long enough, so now I need two more of those. That's not the right size. Neither is it. And they look right till I get them out. Ooh, I've got two. Definitely gonna have to get more. I think that one's gonna be, nope, not right. That guy. She's a hair too long, but I think we can make it work. Just hanging and messing with an old Donald's plug. Very well machined. Maxwell Smart, what's up? Dynamite power, yep. Nitro power. Oh, thank you, awfully guy. Appreciate you, bro. Let's smash that like button and appreciate you becoming a channel member. Overnight parts from Japan. Dude, I need just like an endless supply of overnight parts from Japan. There's the 8T came with that Dynamite 28. It surprises me. Yeah, them 28s. That's why I still got 2 of them brand new in the box, and I don't want to get them out until I absolutely need them. There'll be a day, probably when that other one, the Willie King, shits out on me, but every bit of fuel that I've ran through that you guys have seen pretty much was mostly in lives, and yeah, she's still got a lot of life left in her. I'm gonna put a dab of Loctite on these just to be on the safe side. But I really do like these dynamites. I wish I had more of them. I wish I had another Big Red. I got one. I was really surprised that Hobby Town up there in Omaha had it. That sucks when good brands like Dynamite go out of business, when there's other brands that we'd rather go out of business. I'm sorry I don't talk as much while I'm doing this and giving you guys all the history of it. There's really good YouTubers out there that can do that. Me, I focus on what I'm doing, and I'm not as knowledgeable about the history on some of these things as other guys are. So here I'm just going to give you the fun of watching me work on it. After we're done putting this engine back together, we're going to drop that purple K46 in a Badass Savage. As a matter of fact, I stripped it down on the channel, and then, like, what was that? Not last week, but maybe the week before. And then I rebuilt it, or washed it, rebuilt it, and it's just been waiting for this moment. Just a dab of Loctite in here. They seem to be like the worst screws when it comes to vibrating themselves out. guess the hope is that this roto start's gonna fit this engine. I never did try to line it up and make sure. Struggling to get lined up with that hole. I don't think it's the hole, I think it's the screw don't want to go through. For some crazy reason. Sweet. Also, the roto start lines up just fine, and it's still loose enough to turn it. I don't know why this screw wouldn't pop out the other side. There we go. Still nice and free. Damn it. I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but there's times we put these on and tighten these up, and then it's real tight and locks up and you can't spin the engine over with it. So make sure that's got some play in it and it actually works. JP, what's up? Apparently I've missed some messages. How you doing today, Jay? Appreciate you coming and hanging out. Next level had to reboot his phone. Must have got kicked out. In case anyone didn't know, the Alpha Force 28 is identical to the engine NITRO A is working on, just rebadged. Hell yeah. I think the SH28 is identical porting and parts. I think that's why it was discontinued, because SH was cheaper in the same manufacturers. Yeah, if you can still get the SH28 of this, then that's a plus. Now, is that the blackhead? Because when I looked up SH28 the other day, it was just showing these black-headed engines. But I don't know much about them. I haven't done much research on them. Man, that thing is just freaking nasty. That's what you call had fun, no regrets. crazy looking engine mount. Anyways, hard to beat a SH for 130 bucks. Oh yeah, great engines. The Alpha 28 is the same as well, and yes, the Blackhead P3. Yeah, I was looking at them. I was thinking about getting one not too long ago. Oh, MGT, I beat it hard. Jay beats it hard. Oh man, which hole we using here? Inside. Tell you what, JP, that 454 is a screamer. I should have a video coming out here pretty soon. I just got to do some editing. And you always know it's Losi when it's got the shiny silver head on it. And you know it's about to be SAE instead of the standard millimeter like everybody else. Uh-oh. Where did number 4 go? Where you at? What happened? I lost a screw. Check around on the floor, I guess. I hate when screws just get up and walk away. What in the Sam hell is going on? Blech. I don't remember dropping anything. She just got up and walked away. I know I pulled 4 screws out of that thing. For surprisingly revving engine. I got it all calmed down. I even made the comment in the video. I thought these things had to rev really high because that's how you always see them in videos. It's like nobody ever has them just at a normal idle. Get in there. What's going on? Don't even try to act like you don't fit. What in the world? It's like the hole's off. Got the same hole layout on the bottom. Oh, maybe it's upside down, I don't know. It's gotta be something. I don't think it goes like that, does it? Of course, I didn't really pay attention when I took it off of there. Seems to want to line up going that way, though. Nope. What is going on? Anybody else tell me what I'm doing wrong? I mean, are these even the LST mounts? Can't wait to run the 427. So great engine as well. There's 454 is probably running. 3 out of 4 at bed. Oh yeah, it's a real winner. The 427 is a 13mm crankshaft, and that would be much lighter than the 28 14mm crankshaft. What is your problem? Okay, well, I got them to go in that way. I hope that's the way it's supposed to go, because it's the only way that it'll go. Break it in the OS30 VG. For people trying to get the golf course ready. Re-gripping golf club. You're talking about the hand grip? Strip it, stupid. I hope that's the way it goes. I mean, really, for the other side, it doesn't matter because I am missing a bolt. I know I took 4 out, but I don't have 4 to put back in. Where would it be? I don't get it. It's like I want to use all the same screws, but I don't think I have any more of those style. Shit's messed up, man. Took a quick glance at the floor. Well, whoever it is, it's a gunner. No content gotta be running. Talking to me, I've been running 2012, yes. 2016 is a lot. A lot of oil. The aftershock gets the same now. Oh yeah, good point. Me? Look. Yeah, it looks like I got it right. Only thing I got right is this 4 screw that just wandered off into the oblivion. What in the world? Well, truck's not ready anyways, so I'm gonna have to look for another one of those bolts because I don't want to mix it up and have 2 different style heads. Anywho, got most of the nasty out of it. That isn't gonna work. Seems like on this particular engine, we got to get a bigger collet. This engine isn't the same. I'm gonna take it back apart. Maybe a project that would put on hold. Yeah, if I go with this really short one, it doesn't. Feels like it's rubbing on the front of that. The front of that block. Guess I should have compared them. Thinking this crank's a little bit longer than that one. Anybody got any suggestions or anything look familiar? Luckily you can rewind the live. I run to eBay, that's after crawling around for half an hour. Right? Well, I don't have carpet, so I can see clearly what's on the floor, and it's a lot of shit. I need to sweep, but there ain't no screw down there. 25.9 mix using blend with VP racing fuel, 50-50, 20 to 30%. Nice. Yeah, I use the VP, it's just the 2012 or whatever, the Basher's blend. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, this one may not fit in there. I don't know if you guys know for sure what's going on here, but there should be more thread sticking out. And as that sits, it's rubbing on the crank, or on the block. I guess I need special engines with special length freaking whatchamacallit shafts in it. Another thing I like about the Savage, everything freaking fits. This is becoming a pain in the butt. A pain in the freaking butt. Just went through all that for nothing. Alright, well, what we're going to do is put that guy on hold. Put all these parts in my little Tupperware. All right. Don't want to lose these guys. Maybe. So what I need to do now is dig out some engine mounts, or some engine mounting screws. Actually, that first one I pulled out is the wrong length. There we go. Put that guy back. Yeah, so this tank had a big old crack here. And I think I was telling you guys about this the other day. But I used this E6000 on it. Sealed it up really nice. Let's see. Shouldn't have called it or shaved the bell. Well, so even if I shim that collet, it's gonna make the flywheel sit closer to the block. Or sorry, if I shim the collet, pushing it out, I'm gonna lose threads. It as it was, it didn't have enough threads when it was pushed all the way up against the block. Maybe tomorrow we'll take it apart and we'll compare the cranks. See if we can figure out what the hell's going on. A little too loose. Why won't you scoot over? Okay, that's too tight. Almost seems a little loose still. That seems about reasonable. That's a bit big for a race car, huh? We make it work. I'm not gonna run my shit lean Chewbacca sound just to get 1 more mile per hour, right? Oh, JP says it means the flywheel. Yeah, there's not enough threads at the end of that crank to do that. Man, the big block on run 20, 15 and down, just run rich over engine. Time to get the rest of these fancy guys in the hole. Yeah, so JW, I found out Saturday afternoon that they were doing a race out there at Adobe, just like a club race. I didn't see the announcement on it. So my buddy that actually got the LST from asked me if I was going to be at the race, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know. My cars were not race ready. But I was more interested in playing with the monster trucks anyways. Not too worried about racing right now. I need to do some practicing. Get ready for next season. You know, you get some experience there at the track, you know, racing. But there's times where you just need to go and practice for a while and not worry about the actual race. But hopefully next time I'm ready. Yep, some cranks have more threads than others. This is true. Is it a bad thing that I broke a cooling fin off the top of the motor? I mean, that's just one cooling fin less of cooling. But it'll still run. Is that off your Reds? What is that, the 721? Really? You broke a fin off of that? Pretty much blasphemy, bro. Tick, tick. All right. So that'll work. That'll weak. That's what you want. So when you lose power here, the rubber band just shuts her down. The stronger your servo is, the harder it is for this rubber band to pull it back. So if you got the high torque, you know, the high dollar stuff, you're gonna need more rubber bands here because it won't just pull it back like that. So it's the same way with the Savox, the ProTech, you know, doesn't matter. I think this carburetor needs to be turned a little bit. Oh, I forgot. I gotta swap out the exhaust hanger. I knew that. That sucks. Anyways, one problem at a time. Lame Duck, what's up? Broke in the middle of it. Whoops. JB. Who's JB? How you doing, Travis? Didn't sound too high on the race scene like I have heard you in past months. Well, no, it sucked that I hadn't heard, that I didn't hear that they were running, and at the same time, like I was just ready to run some monster trucks, you know. But no, I'm still high on the race scene. I just had planned on running the monster trucks, and then found out last minute, and it's like I'm not ready. The more sucked that I didn't catch the post. Give it the old tappy tap. Spin. God. It's just tight. Tight like a tiger. God. Now that it's on there, I can't get my fingers in there to do any damage. Oh, Jesus. That sucks. Just gonna tear it up trying to use a tool. Blah. I'm gonna run my Drake method, 320 degree Fahrenheit nitro. You gonna do that on your break-in? Don't worry, it won't lock up. I'm getting really fast now, but all that means is when I crash much harder. Right? Who is JB? Let's see, back focusing on more of what I found your channel on bashing. It's all fun, brother. I'm sure he's probably just as really busy. Is that a Savage XGT 46 It looks like mine. So I'm not the best with all the individual names. This being the old purple, I think it is the old original, what they called the X. These engines came in the SS kit. This would have either had the purple head, silver block 4.1s like we were looking at last week, or they even had the black block purple head 4.6 that didn't have these cutouts in it. It's one of those. Not 100% sure which. I don't know how to tell the differences. I know with a 4.1 into the black block purple head 4.6 had the purple plates that had the Warlock wheels with the silver rims. Pretty sure, anyways. I just don't know when and how to tell the difference in all the different models. Come on, one more try. Let's go. Oh man. Ouch. That's not right. Needs to turn. Wish I'd realized that before I put it in. If I can give it a tap with a rubber handled screwdriver. Nope, no way to get in there. Maybe just tap it loose. Oh my God. Well, we've come too far to go back now. We're just gonna leave it there. When we do get ready to run it, we'll make some adjustments. You know what? I'm not gonna use that tank. Just because everything else looks pretty, well, I put that ugly thing on there, so we're gonna go with this guy. JV's the guy that works at the hobby shop, has an electric channel, JW's buddy. Oh, yeah. You, I thought it sounded familiar. JW's garage or whatever. Yeah, you introduced me to him. I got you. Yeah, I haven't caught him in a while. I know what you're talking about now. Sure, if he was going to come to Vegas, he'd hit me up. I'm going to try and make it back up there. I just don't know when. Put a Thunder Tiger carb on my 4.6 yesterday. Wow, does it tune easier. Hell yeah, hurry up and get a video up on it. Take the carb screw out and knock the plugs. Okay. Now, these seem to be pretty plentiful on eBay at the moment if anybody's interested. And I'm pretty sure these clear ones came with the GT6. So the newest model of Savage. Got fresh rubber grommets in there, so we're going to use them. Alright, so JW says take the plug out. Right, isn't that what it said? Take the carb screw out and knock the plugs. When you say knock the plugs, you mean the pinch bolt? thing nasty. That's nasty. I don't want to move. I love it when everything just wants to be stubborn. Pull this out from over here. Yes, I can. Oops. This guy don't want to come out. Probably gonna have to. That's probably part of the original problem, was I never got this side to move. It's stuck in there, holding it in place. Yay! Oh yeah, look at you, Jay. Right on the money. I feel like I've got something on there wrong. Probably have to spin that in a little bit. But anyways, it's right where we want it. Okay, that side's got the threads, so it's gonna go over here. I use needle nose because I can't get my big fingers in there. There it is. Just had to whisper sweet nothings in its ear. I feel like the thing spun back out again. Okay. Throw on the screens. Computer was just buffering. I didn't lose you guys, did I? I gotta get some fuel lines, so we're not gonna. Not gonna be putting fuel line in it just yet. Of course, now it's too far. I just want to get it right. Yeah, probably where we had it was the correct spot for it anyways. I don't know, I feel like it's too far over. I'm gonna make that work. Alrighty. Seen everybody talking about rolls of fuel line and how expensive that shit is by the roll. Like, I need some fuel line, but $85? Holy crap. Damn it. always like to flip them over like this because they don't want to come out like that. That's what I'm trying to do to this one. It's being stubborn. There we go. Alright. I got the air filter for it. I got some fuel line. I just don't think I have enough, but we'll finish her off tomorrow. I don't know, I guess first thing I'm going to buy the Nova race buggy. The new off race. Is that the Hung Nor? Is that what you're referring to? Or did Offna? Because I remember they released something here not too long ago, but it's the Hung Nor, isn't it? Yeah, Hung Nor, that's what I thought. Oh, you probably already had that message in there, I just didn't read it. Cool, cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate it. Tomorrow, I don't know. We'll have something going on. Just be sure and join in, and we'll do something exciting, as always. I'm not going to rebuild the LST yet. I'm waiting on a couple of items, so it's going to be a minute for that. I need to figure out what engine I have that, you know, I've got that old Mach 26 that he sent as well. Maybe we'll take it apart tomorrow, see what kind of shape it's in, and then maybe we can get it in the LST. But man, don't have problems fitting engines into this guy. Except for I say that, I take that back. The Mach 28, the pull start on it is so big that it sits up against the shock tower. And then the Big Red, it fits, it's kind of tight in the older 25, but in the X it fits better. It's like to get the pull starter lined up, you just have to modify your shock tower a little bit. Anyways, I'm just BSing, talking shit. Alright, well thanks everybody for hanging out. It was fun, it was awesome, but it wasn't too awesomely fun. I've got one more monster truck to buy first and then the buggy. Oh hell yeah. All aspects, have a cool ass evening, y'all. I'll do, my brother. All right, everybody, I'm going to quit rambling and get off of here. Thank you very much for hanging out. Like I said, it was awesome. We will be back tomorrow to do it again. Appreciate you. Burn some nitro. Be nice to each other. And until then, much love and peace.